Now we're going to have a discussion with the clients to see how they felt about me being the very bad facilitator. And during this discussion, you'll see that I'm using what we call props and ramps, which means visual aids. These can range from pen and paper, maps, pictures, the keywords, anything that helps the client to follow the conversation. But as well as using props, it is so important to look at how we perform as a facilitator. The following points are very helpful to remember. Give the person time to answer. Give simple choices. If you get lost in the conversation, go back to the point that you understood. If the stroke person just cannot get out what they want to convey, try asking them to draw, use an alphabet board or appropriate prop, or an aid such as a map. Still not understanding? It is important to be honest and say that you haven't got the meaning. Tell them that what they have to contribute is very important, and would they mind if you return to the subject later? With the domineering person in the conversation, try and divert the conversation to another client by getting ready to jump in at the first opportunity with, "Oh, that's very interesting, Colin. Doreen, have you ever been on holiday abroad like Colin has?" If you are changing a topic, make it quite clear that you have moved on to another subject. Don't forget that gesture is a very important form of communication. Both a facilitator and client can use gesture when language is inhibited. You'll see gestures being used in the following conversation by both myself and the clients. So, first of all, I came in late and I plonked myself down and I started telling you all about what had happened to me.
Yeah.
So how did that feel for you?
Me, my, I.
Me, my, I.
Absolutely.
Yes, yes.
Not
Good.
you,
No,
me.
no.
Yeah.
We were superfluous.
Right.
Yeah.
So you were just sort of extra people that weren't
Yeah.
needed.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I then. Yes.
So how did you feel, Scylla?
Boring
Right.
and
Yes.
ego-centred, to say the least.
Right. Ego-centred. So that was all about me, me,
Me.
me.
Yes. Yes.
Me.
So Scylla, we talked about whether you preferred the buses or the trains.
Yes.
And I remember you got your bus pass out, and I said to you, "Oh, put it away, you might lose it."
And I thought, what I didn't bear thinking, what I said, for goodness sake, I'm not a child.
So it was quite patronising.
Yes, very. It made me really angry, for goodness sakes. I wave it about all the time just to ignore you. Yes, you're so arrogant, you really were.
Right. So I didn't give you any time.
Nope.
Right. So Jeff, we talked together about whether you preferred holidays abroad or in this country, and you said Germany, didn't you?
Yes, I've worked in Switzerland and in Germany, so I'm used to differences.
Right.
Only this problem that's fine. Germany is different too. I changed automatically.
Right.
So this is a problem for normal problems for you. Here's a problem. It's specific.
But I was saying to you, the Germans, they lie down and they take all the sunbeds. How could you possibly like Germany?
But that's Germany, and that's different.
There's different
That's
angles.
right, very much.
But when I was so adamant to you
I just ignored it.
you ignored it. Yes, so you were still able to have your opinion.
Oh, no problem at all.
Right. So if you hadn't had that confidence
Oh, yes.
to be able to sort of fight with me almost,
Anytime. Anytime.
it might have then been quite difficult
Oh, yes,
for you
definitely.
to actually say,
Oh, yes.
hang on a minute, I don't actually agree with you.
Well, if you do the times I've taught in Germany, Switzerland, no problem. I'm changing out everything. Now it's very difficult for a problem that's probably wrong.
Yes.
But everything is beautiful.
So
Frustration.
before you would go to Germany, Switzerland,
That's
it would
right.
be fine, but now you've got the
That's
communication
the problem,
difficulties.
that's from that.
Maggie, we were talking about holidays abroad or in
Yes.
this country.
Yes.
I could have shown you these little pictures that might have been more helpful for you.
Yeah.
And we could have actually used a map of the world,
Oh, yeah.
which we didn't.
Yeah.
Or we've got the map of Britain here as
Yeah.
well.
Yeah.
But I was quite adamant in trying to change your mind.
Yes. Yes.
So how did that feel?
It was frustrating because I like England, and I've been abroad countless times, and I've never been to England.
Right.
So I'm happy to go in England now.
Because you said, was it the Lake District
Oh yes, yes.
that you really like?
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
So,
And Cornwall and Devon,
right.
they're beautiful.
So I cut off sometimes what you were trying to say.
Yeah, yeah.
So what did you think when I did that?
Rude. Yeah. Rude.
And I wasn't giving you enough time,
No.
really.
No, you wouldn't wait and let me speak. Yeah.
Right, now come on, David.
Yes.
Tulip or daffodil? Tulip or daffodil?
No, I like both.
So how did it feel when I kept saying tulip or daffodil? Tulip or daffodil?
I was.
So did you feel quite frustrated with me?
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Was it really hard to concentrate?
Yes. Yes.
As I was going, tulip or daffodil?
Yes.
Tulip or daffodil?
Yes. Yes. Yes.
And then you said both.
Yes. Both.
But I wouldn't accept that. I tried to say you had to make a choice.
Yes. Yes. Both.
So how did you feel when I kept saying, no, you choose one or the other, you can't have both?
You were rude.
I was rude. Because I was forcing my opinion onto you.
Yes.
Whereas
Yes.
if you like both, it's fine.
Yes. Good.
It's quite interesting for me to evaluate my facilitation skills. After watching this part, I had questions to ask myself. Was I talking too much? Was I putting words in the person's mouth? I will leave this for you to decide. I know I don't get it right 100% of the time, but it's about getting it right most of the time. But whatever I do or don't do, the important thing is that I am willing to look at myself and ask these questions.